Today, we're going to look at the 5 games that teach some of the most important money lessons in life, even if they look simple on the surface. Most people learn about money through trial and error, usually the expensive kind. But the funny thing is, a lot of the lessons that money really teaches are not taught at school at all, which is mental. But they show up in games, fun games. Games don't lecture you. They actually show you in real life, in real time, how decision making works. They show you how people behave under pressure. And they also show you how small choices can make a big difference later on down the line. How are you supposed to win the game of money if you don't know the rules to the game? School didn't teach it. Most adults are still winging it. And I've learned the hard truth. Most people, 98% of the people that you know, don't know how money works at all. For the last 5 years, I've been studying this game of money ferociously. And it's like a strategy game, learning one move at a time and picking my piece. I'm still learning, but I'm moving forward. And obviously for you guys, I want you to move forward too. So welcome, rock up, and let's get started. Now, coming in at number 1 is Monopoly. Now, everybody knows Monopoly. Greenhouses, red hotels, friendships ruined. You know that game? I bet you do. But Monopoly is not really about just going around the board. It's about owning little greenhouses, little assets that pay you every single time someone lands on them. And that goes for real life too. Because in real life, you've got properties, greenhouses, which are investments, which means you get rent, which is cash flow. Now, pass and go, obviously you collect your 200 when you go around the board, but for yourselves, you get your paycheck every month. Think of your life as a game of Monopoly, as you're the piece on that board. Most people get paid, spend it, and then repeat it. Round and round the board they go, no progress is made because they're waiting for the right time. And that is dangerous because if you don't buy the assets, somebody else will. That's just how it works. Now, Monopoly's money lessons, it teaches you cash flow beats looking rich. You can have the most expensive house, but if you can't cover your bills every month, how are you supposed to live? I would say buy the cheap little houses and work your way up to bigger houses and hotels eventually. And do that in real life. And to top it all off, for Monopoly, wealth is built by owning many assets and not working harder forever. At the end of the day, your life is more important. By buying them assets, you're freeing your time to do the things that you want to do. Now coming in at number 2 is Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yes, it's about building roller coasters, theme parks. Wow. To run the park, you have to manage staff, maintenance, pricing of the theme park, pricing of the rides, keeping customers happy. How are you supposed to keep customers happy? You have to bring the price at the right price, making sure that your roller coasters and your money are bringing cash flow. Is the amount coming in more than what's going out? And the marketing, which is a big thing that I worry about a lot. You could have your sales that have all the theme parks and the properties and the good food, but if you haven't got the marketing attracting them to the nice stuff, nobody knows that this stuff's here. And the same goes for life. Now, also, profit doesn't come from the biggest ride. Most people will think, oh, buy a big roller coaster, people will come. But that's not the case. It comes from systems running smoothly. Now, a roller coaster can't just go round and round and round by itself. It needs maintenance. If your roller coaster breaks, there's no money. There's no cash flow coming in. If your paths on the game are confusing and customers get confused at where to go, well, they get fed up and annoyed and they wanted to go home. So that means less money. They don't want to come back to the theme park. If your prices are wrong, if you charge too much for something, food, drink, roller coasters, attractions, people are going to put a bad word and say to other people, don't go to that theme park, it's too expensive. So you've got to get the price right for customers to be happy. Now, just to note, people buy the experiences. They don't buy just the main attraction. They buy it all in one piece. So making sure that everything's aligned and looked after, that's when you bring your cash flow and get your cash flow. It teaches that if you are going to invest in big roller coasters, you've got to do your due diligence. You've got to study, will customers pay for that ride? at that price? Does it fit all the other attractions that are in the theme park? It also teaches consistency, because when you're not consistent, the money doesn't go up. And with theme parks, you've got to build it slowly, because if you overbuild it too quickly, you lose your customer base and your people fall off, because you're trying to charge more than what the actual ride costs or the attraction costs at the time that people want to, well, value it at. And also that reliability is number one. Without reliability of cleaning the park, making sure the rides are maintained and everyone's happy, and having the food price at the right price, it's all about reliability, system reliability. The money lesson here is strong systems produce wealth, not just big ideas. Now at number 3 is dominoes. Now dominoes look simple, but it actually isn't. It's all about psychology and timing. Now most people think dominoes is an old person's game, but you'd be very, very wrong. Now beginners who play the game usually play every tile as fast as they can. Smart players wait for the right time to place their dominoes and strike only when it benefits them the most. And this is how money works too, because you can't just jump on every investment, every opportunity, because, well, you'll have no money to actually invest in bigger opportunities. Sometimes it's okay to wait for the right time to pounce, like a cheetah. It's waiting for the gazelle, and it's going to sit and wait, and then all of a sudden it grabs it and takes it. And that's the same for life. Opportunities are not about speed, it's about timing. And when you control the board, you control the outcome, and that is the same for life. If you can structure your place or your business in a way that makes you be the monopoly, the competitor that everybody has to come to, then you're going to win. Now, dominoes, ultimately, the money lessons that it teaches, how small, smart moves compound over time. Not only that, it's about strategy and knowing when to impulse, to strike your shot. And it's always about the leverage over the effort. The more effort you put into the game, the harder it's going to be to win, because you have to control the leverage of the game and make the other players move in a way that makes you win. The money lesson dominoes teaches is wealth comes from disciplined moves. Coming in at number 4 is poker. Poker is not about luck. It's about decision making under uncertainty. Poker teaches you when to play, when to fold, and when to walk away. The most expensive lessons in money come from chasing losses, getting emotional, and acting from ego. In poker, if you've ever played poker, Texas or normal, you'll understand you don't need to win every hand. You just need to protect your stack and strike at the right moment. You only need to be comfortable investing in what you're willing to lose. Anything more than that becomes panic and worry, because you're doing a higher risk to what you're comfortable with. And the money lessons in poker teach you the calm mind, the calm thinker wins. At number 5 is snakes and ladders. Everyone's played snakes and ladders. Simple board, simple rules, deeper money meaning and lesson. The message in it is powerful. Now, we all roll the dice in life. You can't control the dice, and you can't control every event that happens in life. Sometimes it's out of your control. Sometimes you catch an opportunity, a ladder, and it goes up and up and up, and you succeed here. You could be learning a new skill, that's another ladder. Meeting a new person, that's another ladder. Or an opportunity appearing at the right time, and you take it and you climb up them ladders. Now, you can also have a snake, and you hit that snake and you go all the way down. Now, that's from a setback, something serious happening in your life or a family member, a mistake you made picking the right contractor to do your work, or a bad moment in time. Just a bad timing, a lot of things happening at the same time. But you don't just leave the board when you hit something negative. You keep rolling the dice, you keep playing the game and keep staying alive, because that's where the lessons and the good life is. Now, sometimes if you look at someone in life and you see them far ahead, they can always go down a snake and come back down. But you can also see someone below climb an opportunity and get above you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Stay in your own lane, roll your own dice, and see what opportunities you can do. We are all on different financial timelines. Wherever you are, I'm right there on the board with you. Learning, failing, getting up again, and playing the long game. Because when you get them setbacks, don't let them change your whole narrative of life. Keep going. The real money lesson is you learn money and get consistent with money by not quitting. Just keeping in the game long term. So those are the 5 games that teach you real money world lessons. So Monopoly, you own assets. Roller Coaster Tycoon, you build systems to win. Dominoes, you play with patience. In poker, you control emotion and risk. And Snakes and Ladders, it's all about being consistent in life, because consistency builds money and builds the mindset to win. Learning not through textbooks, but through real experiences, decisions, and patterns. If you want to get better with money, you don't need to study harder. You just need to think differently. Now, if you got value from this, make sure to help my little channel grow. Make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment in the section below from games 1 to 5, which one you found the most interesting and which one surprised you the most. I will see you Sunday for the next money lesson. From here on out, adieu.